Hello, dear students. Welcome to the new course on refrigeration and air conditioning, which is a not that new course for you. We have already learned the basics of this course. As you are now in your seventh semester of study, you can treat this as an application of what you have already learned in your junior semesters. You have already learned your thermodynamic sessions in your S4. So you can treat this as a continuation of that subject. So before we move on to our subject, let us learn or let us see what are the contents of this course. So our course name is the name of our course is refrigeration and air conditioning. The course code is ME405, which is assigned by our university. So this is a final year course which our university have put in our seventh semester. Coming to the course overview, the LTP credits, that is the lecture, tutorial, and practical hours per week will be 2, 1, and 0 respectively. So our hours is a our course is having a 2-hour lecture per week, and we will be having 1 tutorial hour per week, and we will not be having any practical sessions for this course. And the credits allotted to this course by our university is three credits. Now, as I told in the beginning, our course is having a prerequisite, that is, we hope that you have already learned ME205 thermodynamic sessions in your S4. So, but don't worry, we will be quickly refreshing our thermodynamic sessions in between wherever it arises in between our refrigeration, air conditioning discussions. Then, before we start our course, the various objectives which we plan to deliver this course are: first one is to introduce the vapor compression and vapor absorption systems to you, to impart some knowledge on the refrigeration cycles. So various refrigerators and air conditioners will be working on various cycles or various performance systems, and we will be having a basic introduction to all those refrigeration cycles and how to improve their performance. The third one will be familiarization with the various components of our refrigeration systems. So many of you have observed our household refrigerator. We all know that our household refrigerator will be having n number of components. So, in order to familiarize with those components, that will be our third course objective. Then the fourth objective is to introduce the air conditioning systems. We will be learning what is an air conditioner, how it is working, what are the various performance, how its performance is influenced by other factors, how we can improve the working of an air conditioner without increasing our electricity bills, of course. Then the fifth course objective will be to know the applications of refrigeration and air conditioning. So we will not be just stopping with this familiarization with the air conditioning and refrigeration, but we will be definitely studying what are the various applications of these systems. Now, the by learning this course, what are the expected outcomes which is expected of you? That's true. We are expecting that you will be we are expecting that you will be understanding the principles in refrigeration and air conditioning and the basic design considerations. We will be learning how to have a basic design idea, how to design a refrigeration and air conditioning systems. Then we will be learning out. We will be learning to carry out an analysis of refrigeration cycles in order to improve its efficiency uh, and how to improve the performance of a refrigerator. Now, how we can apply the concepts of indoor environmental comfort. We will be learning something about that with respect to our human comfort. Then, in order to perform some psychrometric calculations, humidity control, and analysis of air conditioning process. These psychrometric terms and all these calculations we will be learning in our due course of study. Then, for fifth outcome that we are expecting is we will be that you will be learning the various applications of refrigeration and air conditioning. So this is the expected outcomes of this course. Then let us have a look at the various reference materials for this course. The textbooks can be the refrigeration. Almost all the textbooks in our course is having the title refrigeration and air conditioning. The various authors are Aurora CP, Aurora and Domkundwar, then Bellani, then there is our good old RS Kurmi. Almost all these are available in our reference sections in our department library as well as our central library, and almost all of these are having the ebook versions which you can freely download from the internet. Then the reference materials can be the Principles of Refrigeration textbook by Dosat, and this is a very good textbook, Stoker and Jones, which is published by McGraw-Hill, which you can simply go through just like you read a story. But please remember that if it will be better that you start reading from the semester starting onwards. Otherwise, you'll be finding this as a very voluminous textbook, which you will find it difficult if you are starting to read this on the just a day before the exam. Then the data book, we are having a data book by C.P. Kodandram. It is called Refrigeration Tables and Charts, including air conditioning data. So this is also having a e-version. Soft copy is available in our internet. Otherwise, it is available in all the leading bookshops. So we will be using this data book in between. Coming to our syllabus. So this is our syllabus is divided into 6 modules, as you will be knowing. Similar to the previous subjects that you have learned in your junior semesters. Then the first module is dedicated to an introduction to brief history and applications of refrigeration. Then we will be learning the basics of refrigeration. So this entire syllabus is built in such a way that we are trying to appreciate the modern day refrigerator, which is available in our household, in our kitchen, which is available in the cold storages, which is available in the very large, deep freezing stores in our industries, various chemical industries like that. So before we appreciate the modern day refrigerator, we should be knowing how these modern day refrigerators actually evolved. So for that, we will be learning module wise, or we will be slowly advancing module wise, and we will be finally arriving at our modern day refrigerator. So in our first module, we will be learning about some brief history and applications of refrigeration. What was the initial or how our ancestors used a refrigerator, or actually did they use a refrigerator like that. Then we'll be learning the basic Carnot cycle. We'll be trying to explain a refrigerator using a Carnot cycle. Then we'll be learning a modification of that Carnot cycle. Then we will be learning how we can represent the unit of refrigeration, just like we represent 1 meter, a length, unit of a length as 1 meter, and unit of a time as 1 second. How we can represent 1 unit of refrigeration like that. Then we will be learning how we can apply a refrigerator system to an aircraft using a regenerative and reduced ambient system like that. Then the second module we will be learning somewhat advanced topics like that is advancement of this or improvement of this first module. That is vortex tube refrigeration, the vapor compression system that is most commonly used in our household refrigerators, etc., etc. Then we will be learning its coefficient of performance like that. Then coming to our third module, we will be learning uh, again an improvement to or an addition to the second module, uh, multi-pressure systems with multi-compressor and multi-evaporator systems. Then we will be learning something about the refrigerants, what are their impacts there, what are their applications. Then some special type of refrigerator systems like Electrolux, steam jet refrigeration, etc., etc. Then the fourth module is entirely dedicated to understanding of the various components of refrigerator. So when you observed our household refrigerator is itself is containing various components. So we will be learning one by one the compressor part, the condenser part, the cooling towers, what are the various refrigerant leak and detection systems, the system controls, etc., etc. Then the fifth module is entirely dedicated to the air conditioning process. So most of you will be very excited to learn how an air conditioner is working, what is the performance, how it is going to affect our human comfort, etc., etc. All these we will be learning in our fifth module. Then the sixth module, how we can apply this air conditioning to various specific applications like room air conditioner, then all-round system, then air conditioning for winter, air conditioning for summer, the air conditioning for year-round air conditioning. Then how we can apply air conditioning to restaurants, hospitals, for a cinema theater, then some other places of amusements. Then what are the industrial applications of air conditioning, like that. So module wise, we will be slowly learning to appreciate how our ancestors started using the air refrigeration and air conditioning systems. Then we will be slowly moving on to our modern day systems. Then coming to your university question paper pattern, most of you might be already knowing this. Just as a refreshment, we will be able to use our refrigerator tables, which I already mentioned as our data book. And the maximum marks will be 100 marks for your university exam. Time will be 3 hours. The question paper will be having 3 parts: Part A, Part B, and Part C. In the Part A, there will be 2 questions from each module of Module 1 and 2. Each question had is 10 marks each. So it will be having 3. So you have to answer 3. You have to answer 3 questions out of 4. Out of these 4 questions, so it will be out of 30 marks. Then the Part B also having the same thing. There will be 2 questions each from module 3 and 4. So there will be 4 questions. You will be answering 3 out of that 4 questions. Then again 30 marks will be from here. Then the Part C, from module 5 and 6, there will be 3 questions each. Again, you have to answer 4 questions out of these 6 questions. So you will be getting 40 marks out of this. So 40 plus 30, 70 plus 30, totally 100 marks. Then sometimes each question will be having a maximum of 4 sub questions if needed. So I hope that you will be enjoying and appreciating this refrigeration air conditioning subject, which will be closely associated with your day-to-day life, because we nowadays we cannot think of a household kitchen without a refrigerator. So I hope you will be enjoying our subject, which will be the more details which will be uh, delivered to you in our coming sessions. So thank you and have a nice day. Thank you.